Welcome back, everyone. A debilitating form of arthritis that masks itself as back pain is affecting many people in the prime of their lives, those between 20 and 40 years of age. In fact, as many as 1.2 million Americans suffer from this serious form of arthritis. It's called ankylosing spondylitis, or arthritis of the spine. Joining us now to explain more about this disease is rheumatologist Dr. David Borenstein of George Washington University, and Gotham, a patient who lives with ankylosing spondylitis. Hi, gentlemen.
Hi.
Good morning.
Doctor, I want to start with you. I've been practicing pronouncing this word, two words. Tell us exactly what it is.
Ankylosing spondylitis is an inflammatory arthritis of the spine. That means inflammation affects the sacroiliac joints of the spine, moves up to the lumbar spine, the chest, the thoracic spine, and all the way up to the cervical spine or the neck. So it can affect the whole spine, and what can happen is that the joints can actually melt together.
Oh.
In other words, they can fuse, and just think how painful a process that can be. So you have someone who can end up being fused from the base of their spine all the way up to their neck.
I can't imagine what that must feel like. Gotham, that must have been so frustrating for you. When did you first start having symptoms, and what did it feel like for you?
You know, it was very frustrating. You know, I started developing the symptoms when I was 20 years old, so about 10 years ago. And, you know, it affected everything I did. You know, I couldn't sleep at night. I couldn't do the things I wanted to do with my kids. My work was being affected. You know, it was really horrible. But, you know, I went through many doctors. I went through a lot of different types of medications, a lot of physical therapy. But, you know, being my own advocate, I was able to find a rheumatologist. And, you know, he was able to put me on a treatment plan that worked for me. And, you know, it's changed my life. Like, I feel great now.
What a relief it must have been when somebody finally gave it a name and said, this is what it is and this is what we can do to treat it. Doctor, I have to ask, what are the keys to recognizing this early on?
Well, what's important is usual back pain. People who have muscle strains or have herniated discs want to stay still. People with ankylosing spondylitis have significant morning stiffness lasting for hours, but also want to keep moving. So the key point is someone who has morning stiffness for a long time, who says that their back pain is made better when they move around. They can't really sit in a chair for any length of time. With that kind of story, one should think about going to a rheumatologist to see if your back pain is one of, in fact, inflammation of the spine.
Gotham, I have to ask you, how are you managing this condition now?
You know, it's great. You know, I do a lot of exercise. I work out a lot, and, you know, I play with my kids a lot. I stay active, walk my dogs. But I think the big thing is, like, you know, going to my rheumatologist and finding the treatment that worked for me. That's I think, that was the big thing for me.
Where can we get more information about this?
Well, for getting more information, you should go to faceyourbackpain.com, to the Spondylitis Association of America, or to the website of the American College of Rheumatology. These websites have educational material which will tell the individuals with back pain who in fact has this problem to go to a rheumatologist and get the therapy necessary.
Gentlemen, thank you both very, very much. Very important stuff. We'll be right back.